Hello, my name is Jared Krebs. I'm pictured here with my wife Crystal and our dog Tasia. We're Emerald Directors, co-founders of Team DSI. And today's training is actually I'm going to take you onto my personal desktop and I'm going to share with you the first hour checklist. Now, this was inspired by some leaders that we've been studying, my wife and I, and they're called the pajama bosses. And I love the name pajama bosses. That's such a cool name, right? You get to work from home, you get to be a pajama boss. But basically, what they do is they have a first hour in your business checklist. Now, when you're talking about having a first hour in your business checklist, that just really rang true to me because currently with our team systems, it's kind of like we send someone home, they do all these things, and it takes a while before they actually take action. So I basically took the idea from the pajama bosses, and keep in mind that the pajama bosses, they're in a company that's very similar to USANA. They're out of Brisbane, Australia. So actually I've Skyped with them personally. But the thing about the pajama bosses is they actually earn over $100,000 monthly doing this duplication process, okay? So they make over $30,000 weekly with their business. They have 10 years in the industry. They're basically where we want to be. And their team is huge and it's all over. I think it's in 10 different countries. So this is it, the first hour in your business checklist. And what I love about it is that you can walk your new associate through this on your own. Now we're going to make this live by tonight. It's going to be called firsthour.teamdsi.info. But I want to walk you through it, and I want to give you the head start. I want to let you know what these steps are when you're getting your new person started. Because remember, it's all about duplication. So if you know what to do in the first hour of the person you sign up, then when they sign up someone, they're going to say, well, what did I do? Oh, yeah, I did this first hour checklist. So everybody's going to know what to do the first hour. There's no more, and you do it with your associate, your new associate. You sit there with them and do this with them on their first hour. Okay, so the first step one of the first hour checklist is to purchase your startup package. Now, what the pajama bosses do is they believe that sign up is the first lesson in the duplication process. Now, what that means is you got to actually take them to your website. Sponsor directs you to their website, walks you through purchasing your package and establishing your auto order for steady residual passive income for you. Sponsor explains the benefits of auto order and how it works. So what does that look like? Let me take you to my website. Okay, let's say that you're my new associate. I'm going to take you to my website. It's called jaredcrystal.usana.com. If you don't have your website set up, make sure you ask your mentor or contact myself and we can help you. It's very simple to set it up. Now, once you're here at your website, like let's say that my prospect, they're like, I'm ready to sign up. What do I do? Okay, so I'm going to direct them either over the phone or right next to them in person. And I'm going to say, okay, go ahead and click on business opportunity. And so you're actually teaching your person how to line themselves up. Now you need to know default placement, but that's a different issue. I don't want to get too carried away there. My computer's going slow. I think I have too many programs open. Let's see if it's going to work for me. There it is. Okay, so you take them to your website. Do you see this button at the very bottom? It says enroll now. So you want business opportunity, enroll now. When you do that, that actually takes them to the enrollment page. Now, when you're walking them through, you're going to tell them, okay, click distributor associate, because that's the, to be an associate. Or if they wanted to be a preferred customer, honestly, you probably don't need, you could sign up a preferred customer yourself, but your distributor associate, you want to teach them how to do this. Then they click online enrollment. Now they go ahead and you're telling them, okay, put your first name, put your middle name, put your last name, put your gender, put your birthday, put your language, social security number. I'll say, make your password USANA123 with a capital U and set it up right now so that I would still encourage them all to be USANA123 so that for that first month I can help them and get into their account if I need to help them. And then put in your email, put in your phone number, put in your address, and then you're doing this with them. You're not just like hanging up the phone. You're actually guiding them through it. Okay, choose business development system. You're going to need that. That's a $30 fee. Then you have these pack options, and you tell them about the packs, and you tell them about the benefits. Or you can make a custom order, and then you just go through the custom order options. Okay, and then you tell them about auto order. You say, look, auto order is how you get residual income. So you need to have this on a 4-week cycle, 100 or 200 points, and you just let's choose 100 points for you right now. We can change it in a month, but that you need to have your auto order set so that you can have residual income. So look right there, you just taught your associate about auto order. Like when they're signing up, you just taught them about auto order. You just taught them about residual income. You just taught them how the points work. So then they hit continue. It takes them to the next page. They put in their address. Then they hit continue. It takes them to the payment page. They put in their payment info. They hit buy. You just trained your new associate how to sign someone up by signing themselves up. Now you might say, well, where did they go in my business? I don't know if they went on BC3 or BC2. Doesn't matter, because you can call USANA the next day or the same day and say, move them wherever you want them. So you have 10 days to actually move the associate where it makes sense in your business, okay? So that's step 1 in the duplication process, is teaching them how to do this. Now, let's go back to step 2. So let's say that took 10 minutes, right? You taught them how to sign up. You signed them up. Step 2, now let's sign them up for the Team DSI support systems. So here we are at step 2. You're going to have them text at Team DSI to 81010 and wait for a confirmation text. Then they're going to respond with their full name. Then they're going to register for the Monday webinar, right? Then they're going to commit to the Monday evening training webinars. This is the key to their skill development. Tell them, hey, clear your calendar. Make sure you're on it every Monday night. Then you're going to add them to the Facebook groups, just like we said in our weekly training, and what I just said is add them to your Facebook groups right here. Okay, so step 2, you plugged them in. That took 2 minutes. Now step 3, I have never seen step 3 done so simply and so effectively. Look at this question. Here, I'm going to zoom it in. You see it here, it says step 3, complete your reason why. All right, and here's what it says. What one specific dream would you like to make come true in the next 5 years using your USANA business to achieve it? And then they're going to write, I want to quit my job. I want to place my job income, et cetera, et cetera. So you want to get that really clear, like not just that they want money, but why, what's that money going to do for them in the next 5 years? Okay. Now, step 4 is to set a short-term goal. What situation in your life would you like to change in the short term? All right, so they might say something like, they want to spend more time with their kids. So like if they have 2 jobs, they want to just go down to 1 job. I don't know what they're going to say, but whatever they say, then you want to connect exactly the plan for them to hit a short-term goal. And that 30-day goal would be to get to builder status, which is a $200 check per week. And you're going to say, okay, let's watch the short compensation plan video right now. And here it's at payplan.teamdsi.info. Now that video is going to be a video we've developed with Michael Callejas. And this is something that when I was in Los Angeles with Crystal on our vacation last month, we actually talked to him about how to explain the comp plan very easily and simple for a new person so it's clear. So this video will be like a maybe 3 to 4 minute video that explains exactly how they're going to get to a builder status, but then how also they're going to get to the $400 a week, the $1,000 a month, etc. Sorry, $1,000 a week, but continue to grow. It's just a beautiful way to explain the comp plan. That's a video that we will be having live here probably within this week. Okay, so we do have the slides are prepared. We just need to turn it into a video, and that will be ready so that you can show that. Step 5, make a list of your top 20 right now with your sponsor's help. Now here again is where I thought this really floored me, because you're making the list right now with your sponsor's help in the first hour. You're not just sending them home to make a list. Let's do 20 right now. So you basically go on a different piece of paper and you just start working with them. Who do you know that's as hardworking as you or more? Who do you know as successful as you or more? Who do you know that's as open-minded as you or more? And get talking to them. Get them to put these names down, just 20, so they should be able to do it. Who do you know that is looking for extra income? Who would you like to have in your business the most? Who do you know who has a lot of influence? All right, so You're helping them get their 20. Now, once that list of 20 is done, look at this step. This step really floors me. Let's call 3 of them right now with the sponsor's help. All right, so now you start calling 3 people with them, and it's their first hour. They literally just hit purchase on their pack, and now within the first hour, they're calling 3 people. Now, this is the most important step of the 10 steps, because if you can get them some type of result, either a client enrollment or an associate, or just someone who says, yes, I want to go to the event that's happening next week, or just some type of positivity, what you just did was spark this energy and momentum and excitement in their business. This is when they're most excited. And you're also there to help them overcome if they have a rejection or any objections. You're there on the phone, or you can be on Skype. If your person's long distance, you could be there on Skype watching them and guiding them over Skype or FaceTime now. And the script you use is found here at this link, warm.teamdsi.info. We're probably going to add this script into the first hour, make it like a little supplemental script. All right, so that's step 6, right? Now, step 7 is you're going to invite them to an event within 7 days. So let's say that you just called 3 people, right? So those 3 people are watching videos. Then they're doing a 3-way call after, and all that's, by the way, listed in the WARM script. Now, let's say that you invite them to an event within 7 days. So after your local prospects watch online videos in step 6, invite them to a local event. This can happen at your home, ideally, or it can be an established local event in your area. Momentum is key when you start. Use the invite script found here. So this is the script that you would invite someone to an event with. Now, keep in mind that a lot of times people don't sign up after the first video. So really, if you're having them watch a video on step 6 and then you invite them to an event, like say a few days later on step 7, now you've gotten the multiple exposures necessary to turn that into an associate or a client. All right, so this is why you're doing this. Remember, they haven't even been in the business for an hour yet, and they either have a home event on their calendar, or they're going to a local event and they're inviting people to that, and they're getting the videos out already. Now, step 8 is they register for international convention. This is the most important. As you know, convention is sold out this year. So, I mean, you want to get them registered for 2017 convention like ASAP. And also the next major quarterly event, right? So this is a little time for you to talk to them about attending and promoting events. This is the highest paid skill in network marketing. Your sponsor will explain. So you take a moment and say, look, this is the most important thing you can do, is to go to these events, because you meet the best people in the company, you grab the big vision, and you can say what an event did for you. If you've gone to a major event, tell them what the event did for you. Okay? The more people in your business at events, the more money you're going to make. Your business can multiply and help more people. Okay? Now, this one here says this one here says all events are important, but USANA International Convention is most important, okay? So if you go to one event throughout the year, go to International Convention. That's most important, but all events are important. So this is an action step. With your sponsor, call USANA at this number, apply your vouchers if you have any, and get your convention ticket, all right? So that's really important that you do that. Also register for the next major quarterly event ASAP and plan on bringing people with you, all right? So like for us, it's international conventions right around the corner. And if you're watching this and you don't have your convention ticket yet, it is sold out, but people are still selling tickets on Facebook because maybe they bought too many extra, they have some left over. I even have one ticket right now that's available for sale. So if you want to go, contact me, contact my parents, talk to your USANA leaders, and find a ticket, because you can still go. This is the most important event of the year. Okay, so that's step 8. And again, this is really foundational stuff you're doing with your new associate in their first hour. You're telling them how important this is. Okay, now step 9. Step 9 is probably the second. I don't want to call it second most important. They're all important, but this is really a key to duplication, is educating their expectations and making a long-term commitment. This is where I think the pajama bosses really hit it right on the head. They call it the vaccination script. And basically it's a script that says, look, you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, you're going to have days where you want to feel like you want to quit. But please stick this through. If you want to get to a long-term income, you have to commit this to 2 to 5 years, and you have to work it consistently. And so it's just kind of like real talk. It's a way to basically educate their expectations and under promise and over deliver. So it's a script, and that script's going to be live by tonight. Vaccinate.teamdsi.info. We're taking it straight from the pajama bosses. Okay, now step 10, I love step 10. Says stay in touch with your mentor daily. You need to be the one calling them. So 5 to 10 minutes daily check-in. Always ask, what can I do better? Call when you are hitting a wall. Okay, if you're having a hard day, or you feel like quitting, or you're just in a funk, you call your mentor, and you tell them what's going on. And also check in at events. Talk to them at events. So that's really a key thing. Call your mentor daily, and then also schedule times where you and your mentor can work together making three-way calls. All right, so that's something that's an ongoing thing. And so in an hour, basically, hopefully you got your associate at some type of result with their calls. You got them registered for the major events. You educated their expectations. You told them that they need to stay in touch with you daily. I mean, you've done everything here. I mean, from the top, you taught them how to sign someone up by signing themselves up. You got them plugged into the systems. You know why they're doing it. You got a short-term goal. They have clarity on the compensation plan. They got a quick list. It's just all here. I literally cannot wait to do this. We have 3 people tomorrow that we're meeting with that we're going to be walking through this 10-step process. So I have to have it ready for them, but I want to have it ready for everybody ASAP. So this is page 2, and this, as you can see, page 2 is just a place to write the list for the top 20. They're going to obviously have more than 20. We're just talking about the first hour in their business, But once they got that, then they go into the scripts. They start to make their calls, and you got them results. Now, there's actually 6 timelines. So in future training calls, future webinars, I'll be talking about the 6 timelines. The first timeline is what we just did, the first hour. Then there's a timeline on the first week. There's a timeline on the first month. There's a timeline on the first 90 days. And there's a timeline on the first year. So we're going to actually have clear systems on each timeline so that you know what to do at each timeline with your new associate. And I really believe that this is the missing link to our duplication, because I think we're already a good team for duplication, but to be a great team at duplication, we need to make these changes. So that's why I'm working really hard to get these done, because I know we're going to have solid, even better duplication moving forward. So that is today's training segment. I want to take it back to the PowerPoint to finish off and go to some final announcements. So to end this part of the video, thank you for attending. I look forward to hearing about your successful duplication very, very soon.